Hello future CAs, welcome back to my channel again. So if you are undergoing articleship or if you are a principal supervising articled assistants, ICAI's E-Diary is an important compliance requirement that you must understand properly. So in today's video I'll explain what ICAI E-Diary is all about, how students need to fill it, how stipend details are reported. We'll also discuss the fortnightly submission system, how principals review and approve the entries, and also the important deadlines. So watch till the end because missing entries or approvals can create compliance issues during your articleship period. So let's get started. Guys, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe for more CA related content, guidance and strategies. So ICAI E-Diary is an online compliance and monitoring system. It enables students to record articleship work performed on a daily basis and principals to review and monitor the work performed by the articled assistants. And it helps ICAI to maintain proper records of practical training. So the objective is simple: to ensure that articled assistants receive meaningful practical training and maintain a proper record of their work they have performed during the articleship. So first let's understand how you all can access the E-Diary portal. So it's very simple. First you just visit the SSP portal, then click on the E-Diary redirect link, and then you have to enter your SSP user ID and password, and then just click on sign in. After this, the E-Diary dashboard will open automatically. So a very important point here is to ensure that your SSP credentials are active. So if you face any login issues, reset your passwords through the SSP before trying again. So once you log in, you can view important information on your dashboard. So the dashboard will display student name, student registration number, articleship status, registration date and termination date if applicable. So this information will help you verify that your training records are correctly mapped in the system. So once you log in, first check if all the details are correct. So now let's discuss the most important part, that is the daily work entry process. So for every day you need to record your activities in this portal. So step number 1 is select the date. Then step number 2, you have to select duration, that is whether you have done one work for half day or full day, depends on that. So here two types of option will be there. One is half day and one is full day. So suppose you have done work relating to auditing for half day and then you have done work relating to tax for another half. So you will have to select, suppose for example on 1st June, half day you worked for audit and half day you worked on tax. So you will select the date 1st June and half day you will select and then you will write as auditing. Then again 1st June, half day, 4 hours for tax and 4 hours for audit, so on. And then there is an option as task and subtask. So in this task, you will be selecting audit for first 4 hours, that is the first half part. And then you will select tax under task for the next half. Then coming to the subtask part. So the system generally allows minimum 1 subtask and maximum 5 subtasks. So under auditing, what work you have done, that you will have to select under this. And same way for tax also. So from subtask 1 to subtask 5, you can update the subtasks. And suppose the task which you worked on is not automatically showing under this subtask, then you can select add another task and you can describe what task you performed. And then just click on the save button. And the important feature here is that the entries can be edited or deleted before the final submission. So always review your entries before submitting the fortnightly record. So on daily basis, you can enter the details and click on the save button so that you don't forget what task you have performed. So it's ideally preferred that day to day you write the entries in this and you can save and keep it. Apart from recording the work performed, You must also update the stipend details. This is a mandatory monthly compliance requirement. So now suppose you joined your articleship on 1st June and you will receive the stipend amount on 30th June. So what will happen is for fortnight 1 of June and fortnight 2 of June, you will not be required to enter the stipend details. Only in July F1, you will write the stipend details. So you will be able to write the stipend details of the stipend received only in the previous month, because in June F1, that is from 1st June to 15th June, and in June F2, that is 16th June to 30th June, here you won't be able to write the stipend details because you wouldn't have received the amount, right? Whereas on 30th June, you will receive the stipend. So when you are filling the e-diary for F1 of July, that is from 1st July to 15th July, that time you will write the details of the stipend which you have received for the month of June. So here you will have to write the stipend amount. Then you will have to click on the drop down and select received yes or no, mode of payment, and then date of payment, and then you have to just click on submit. So don't skip this section. Even if your work entries have already been completed, it's mandatory to enter the stipend details as well. So previously I have made 2 videos relating to this e-diary. So in one of the videos I have shown a detailed demo of how to fill this e-diary, that is how to log in the e-diary, and step by step how the dashboard will look, how to fill the e-diary on a daily basis, like example of the task, example of subtask, everything I have shown in that, and then example of this stipend, and how to save the task, and in the end how to submit the task. Everything has been shown as a demo in that video. And there is also one more video in which I have explained about some queries. So some commonly asked queries by the students relating to e-diary has been addressed in that second video. So both of the videos I have saved in a playlist. So I will add that playlist to the end screen of this video. You can watch those 2 videos as well, so that you will get more clarity on this e-diary. So now let's understand the fortnight system. So the ICAI follows a fortnight based submission process. So each month is divided into 2 fortnights. So fortnight 1 will be from 1st of the month to 15th of the month. And fortnight 2 will be from the 16th day of the month to the last day of the month. So you must regularly record your daily work and you should save it. And then the entire fortnight's record must be submitted on time. So ICAI specifically advised you all to maintain your e-diary regularly. Missed entries will be considered as leave and it will be viewed seriously. So do not miss out on any of the entries. Please take it seriously and update it seriously. Now let's see the submission rule. So student must submit previous fortnight entries in the current fortnight. So here they have given an example also. So suppose you have joined articleship on 1st January. Then whatever work you have done from 1st Jan to 15th Jan. So every day you will update the e-diary and you will save it. 1st Jan you will update what work you have done and save it. 2nd Jan also you will do the same. Same way for 1st Jan to 15th Jan you will do. And then for submission, you have the current fortnight. So from 15th Jan to 31st Jan, anywhere between these dates, you will have to submit your e-diary for the previous fortnight. So this is the deadline given by the ICAI. So now let's understand the e-diary and this entire process from the principal's perspective. So the login procedure is similar itself. They also have to visit the SSP portal and same way click on the e-diary link and just enter their credentials and sign in. So once the principal log in, the dashboard will appear as it is shown on the screen. So it provides a summary of the all e-diary submissions. So the dashboard will allow principals to view the list of the submitted entries. And they can also search for a particular student using SRN, or they can also filter out by a particular fortnight. Plus in the left hand side panel, there are some filters. So where they can see the students who have not submitted the e-diary and which entries have been approved and which entries have been asked for correction. So in the principal dashboard, all this can be seen. So this makes it easier for the principal to monitor compliance across multiple articled assistants. So while reviewing the e-diary, the principal can access detailed information such as date-wise entries, task performed, duration, stipend details, etc. So this helps to ensure that the articled assistants are accurately recording their practical training experience. So now let's see what all options are available for the principal. So the available actions for the principal. So once the student submits the e-diary, the principal can review the e-diary, and then the principal will have two options. One is to approve the e-diary. So if everything is in order, the principal can click on approve and confirm. So the entry will get approved. The next option is, so in case the principal requires any changes to be made, then he or she can ask for correction. So just select ask for correction, and the comments are required to be mentioned as to what correction is required. So once the comments are entered and the confirm button is clicked, then the entry will be redirected back to the student, and the student can then modify based on the request whatever correction are requested, and then resubmit the entries. So next, talking about the important approval deadlines. So this is the most important sections. So principals are required to approve or ask for correction within 2 fortnights. So suppose a student submits the entry for 1st January to 15th January on 15th January. So the principal will have 2 fortnightly time, that is 2 fortnight or 1 month, which both are same. So principal can take the action until 15th February. So this effectively provides 2 fortnight for review. So this 2 fortnightly time is the timeline from the date of end of the fortnight. So for the period 1st January to 15th January, if the student has submitted the entry on 31st January, still the principal has to approve within 15th February, because the 2 fortnight is calculated from the end of the fortnight, that is 15th January. And also one more thing here is auto approval feature is available. So what happens if no action is taken? So many students had asked this query that the principal had not approved their e-diary and what will happen then. So if the principal does not approve or request corrections within the specified period, then the system will automatically approve the e-diary at the beginning of the 3rd fortnight. So the principal should regularly review pending submissions to avoid automatic approvals. So if a student has submitted e-diary on 15th January, principal will have time till 15th February either to ask for correction or for approving the e-diary. And if no action is taken in the 3rd fortnight, the entries will get automatically approved. So to summarize, the articled assistant must record daily activities regularly. Stipend details must be updated every month. So entries should be submitted fortnightly. Principal should review submissions promptly. Corrections can be requested with mandatory comments. Delayed approval will result in automatic approval by the system based on the timelines that we had discussed earlier. So the e-diary is an important step towards maintaining transparency and quality in practical training. So make sure you comply with the requirements consistently. If you found this video useful, don't forget to like the video and also subscribe to the channel and share the video with your friends who are undergoing articleship. Thank you for watching the video, and I will see you all in the next video. All the best for your articleship journey.